Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I am Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we are in the midst of our hashtag 25 days for Christmas countdown. And when I did my first day of this countdown back on December 1st, the first video I reacted to was Christina Aguilera singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I said that her rendition seemed very, very heavily inspired by Christina Aguilera's version back when Christina was like 18, 19, whatever, and singing with Brian McKnight, or however old she was then. I don't know. She was a baby. And I mentioned that I'd be curious to see what Christina would do with the song now, all these years later, now that she's matured as a woman and matured as an artist and a vocalist. And I'd be curious to see how it's evolved. And yeah, so that's what we're here to do. So I tried to find the most recent performance I could find. This looks like it was uploaded, or this was from 2011. Okay, so she may have sung it more recently since then. I don't know, but this is the most recent live performance I could find. If there's a more recent one, let me know. Put it down in the comments if you have it. But we're just going to dive into this. This is Christina Aguilera singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas live at the Disney Christmas Parade.
Here's Christina Aguilera.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Yourself a merry little Christmas night. Faithful friends who are dear to us, they gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. Yeah, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to groove somehow. Yourself a merry little Christmas night.
Okay, well, yes, I'm glad that I came back and watched this performance because it's what I was hoping for. It's what I was hoping she was going to do. Because, like I've mentioned, whenever I've referenced her and a bunch of just singers in general who had careers when they were younger, Jessie J, Christina, whoever else I've mentioned, lots of people I've mentioned. Like when they were younger, they had all of the talent, they had all of the ability, they had all this range and just all this insane potential, but sometimes they would do the most. They would do a little too much for my personal tastes, not because the song warranted it, but just because they could. They would riff and run off into space because they had the ability to. It was a showcase, they were just showing off what they could do. And as they've gotten older, as they've matured as people and as artists, they've learned when it's appropriate to do all that stuff, and they've learned like the art of subtlety. They've learned the art of pulling back and not blasting everything in the people's faces, and how sometimes it's more powerful and more effective to pull it back, to scale it back. Blast them every once in a while, but scale it back. The whole song doesn't need to be non-stop riff run scream belt fest that gets exhausting for you. There are certain songs where that is the case, like Christina Aguilera's Ain't No Other Man. That is just one of those songs where you go in, you go hard, and you go all out for it. But songs like this, the whole song doesn't need to be crazy riffs, runs, and belts the entire time. There's room for that, but there's also room for it to be soft and pretty and delicate. And like this rendition, like while yes, there were still a lot of similarities to how she sang it way back then, I feel like now that she's older, like her runs have gotten cleaner. They've gotten more precise and cleaner, and there weren't nearly as many of them. Like I said, when she was younger, like I felt like she just was trying to cram so much, like look at everything that I can do, and she was just cramming all these acrobatics in. And like here, while there were still acrobatics, it wasn't nearly to the degree that it was back then, and it was beautiful. But like I've mentioned before, like my favorite part of listening to Christina Aguilera sing is not when she does all of the big belty stuff, but it's when she sings softly, quietly, intimately, because she has such a beautiful tone. And when she embraces that soft, almost breathy nature to her voice, especially when she went into I'd have to listen to it. I can't think of it right now. I'll find it and I'll put it here. But like when she went into that and kind of up into like the super high head, almost kind of whistle note, like that was beautiful. And like for the first like minute and a half of the song, where she was just singing so softly, like it was beautiful, it was gorgeous. You got to hear the tone of her voice, you got to hear the different textures of her voice, you got to hear a lot of the soft, you got to hear some of the more fuller sounds, the darker color of her voice, and it's just gorgeous. I love hearing the tone of her voice. Anytime in the past that I've like reacted to her and I've said anything negative about her, where her friends came at, or not her friends, her fans, yes, because her friends come and watch my channel all the time, I'm just, where her fans came out of the woodwork and, started reading me the riot act, like, I'm not discrediting Christina. I was never discrediting her or taking anything away from her talent. All I was saying is that she was doing the most. She was doing too much for my personal tastes. And here, I didn't have any of that. I didn't have any of that. It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. It was elegant. She looked fantastic. And it was a great performance. She knocked it out of the park. It's exactly what I was hoping she was going to do. And she did it. So, brava. Very nicely done, Miss Aguilera. I look forward to reacting to more of you in the future. I saw where you and The Great Big World performed, I think it was on the American Music Awards or something, I don't know, within the last couple of weeks or whatever. So it's on my to-do list. I'm gonna react to that relatively soon because, again, when she first did Say Something with A Great Big World, like that was one of my all-time favorite vocals from her because it's in that soft, reserved place of hers where you can just hear the tone of her and quality of her voice, and that's what I like hearing. Like, I love hearing her, you know, belt and, you know, give all that raw, raspy sort of, you know, edge to her voice. I love hearing that too. It gives me life. But I like hearing, for her voice, I like hearing that soft, sort of delicate nature. I like hearing that soft, sort of delicate nature. I like hearing that soft, sort of delicate. I like her voice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah. Hey guys, don't forget to check out the playlist on my channel for all of your favorite reaction videos. We've got playlists for Morissette Amon, Kelly Clarkson, Katrina Velarde, Tori Kelly, and more, so be sure to check them out.